Yo, my name is Elijah Rashad, and the project I'll be discussing today involves a 4-week venture my church and I took to the Philippines. So to begin, I attend Filipino American International Church. I've been a member there for about 7 to 8 years now, and we recently, like I said, took a mission trip to the Philippines. So a mission trip is pretty much any trip that a group of believers or missionaries, so to speak, take in order to lead people directly or indirectly to God. So from July until August, like I said, took a venture to Dumaguete, Philippines, and with the money we raised for about a few months, almost a year, we were able to partner with ICM. And ICM is an organization that is faith-based, and they help to provide assistance, like need-based assistance to families in that surrounding area. Not only in Dumaguete, but like I said, in the Philippines island. And so we met with them once we arrived, and for a week out of the 4 weeks that I was there, we stayed in Dumaguete, Philippines, and we helped to provide physical, mental, and emotional, and above all, spiritual support to those less fortunate families in need. With that being said, we built toilets, we had an open air clinic where medicine was provided, nutrition and diet tips were provided, and business plans to raise crops and be entrepreneurs was provided. One of the biggest challenges I would say would have to be having the confidence and the boldness to step out on my comfortability and just speak to people or help a group of people who may not even understand what I'm saying because of the language barrier, but knowing that doing all I can do with my ability and capabilities to ensure the help they're receiving is adequate. And so after that full week of doing those things, friends and I ventured to Caloocan, Philippines, which is like a smaller part of Manila. And in the small village that we helped, we provided not only spiritual food by sharing the gospel, but also physical food by making spaghetti. And I know that sounds a little like, oh wow, you made spaghetti, but no, because I know there are plenty times where they're unsure of even having a meal or where their next meal is coming from, whether that be breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or one of the three. And I know that's a common thing here too, but like I said, venturing off on a trip with the designated mission in mind to lead people to God, directly or indirectly, was our purpose. And that's exactly what we did in Caloocan. Now in Bulacan, Philippines, which is like about 2 hours away from Manila, where we were staying, my friends and I also had connections with a Christian-based school. So my friend's aunt worked at the school, and they were having like an assembly, so to speak, about social media and the pros and cons of it and that kind of thing. And so what our job was to lead praise and worship to a group of 800 students, not all together, but it was like, by grade level. And even, like I said, doing that I had to get out of my own head and ignore the fact that, yes, there was a language barrier, but one thing we can all agree on is, one, our faith, and two, like our beliefs, and the fact that, just being reminded that respect, love, and help are universal languages. And so if you can solidify and establish that, then you can build any relationship, really. And so that pretty much entails my whole entire trip. But in the midst of all that, I was able to swim with sharks. I was able to try new foods, build new relationships, meet new people, experience a new culture that I've been dying to experience my whole life. So fun fact, my family is part Filipino, and so finding out that I have family in the Philippines was mind-blowing. I discovered that my uncle helped to establish and was an innovator for renewable energy. So he established several power plants that are all like wind powered, solar powered in the Philippines, which is a huge deal because when you think about it, they're really, really less fortunate than we are. So they didn't have the same evolution that we did. So knowing that I come from a family of providers and just helpers and compassionate people was the cherry on top of that whole entire trip. And I would definitely not trade any experience like that for the world. And I hope to do it again someday. That pretty much in summation is my trip to the Philippines. And so I hope and want to encourage other people to just, if you have that goal in mind, to just go venture off to a place you've never been before, do it. Just take the necessary steps to get there, meet and establish relationships with people that can connect you how to get there, and just plan, raise the amount of funds you need, your research, and just be ready to experience and embrace whatever the trip entails. So